In this video, we're going to be covering how to create a custom object in Wealthbox. Custom objects allow you to build entirely new record types beyond the built-in contacts, opportunities, and projects, allowing you and your firm to track data that's unique to how you operate for things like insurance policies, real estate holdings, compliance reviews, and more. To get started, you could click on the three dots at the top right and click into your organization settings. From here, you'll find custom objects on the left-hand side, and you could click on create custom object at the top right. From here, you'll want to start by entering in a name for your custom object. I'll go ahead and create one for an estate plan. You'll notice that there is a plural name that is automatically filled in, although you can manually enter it in if it doesn't line up with how you would like to track this. You could also choose a custom icon. To the left of the custom object name, you could click on this little icon and choose the icon that you prefer. For an estate plan example, I'll go ahead and enter in and choose the little home icon. Then across the top, you could click into the fields and layout section to start creating different fields that you need to track information in. At the very top, I can enter in the primary field label. I'll go ahead and specify that this is going to be plan information. And I can name my first section details. And I can add additional sections to keep all of my data organized with different fields in each of those sections. So now I'll go ahead and add a couple of fields here. I'll go ahead and create a field that will be a single select dropdown for my document type. And I'll go ahead and add in a couple of options. So let's create one for a will, revocable trust, and an irrevocable trust. And I could go ahead and specify the default just like you would on a regular custom field in Wealthbox. Let's add that field. Let's add another one that will be a date for the date that it was actually executed. I'll go ahead and add that field here. And as I had mentioned, you do have the ability to add an additional section, and then you could easily move these fields around between different sections, or just to simply change the order and how it appears here. Then the next section at the top will be for views. This is where you could customize how your custom object actually appears as a snapshot card, a table view. You could even enable a Kanban view if you prefer a larger tile view, especially when you're tracking a progress where you would like to drag and drop similar to opportunities in Wealthbox. The next section here will be for relationships. This is where you can relate different contacts, opportunities, or even other custom objects to the custom object that you are creating here. So if I wanted to relate an executor, a trustee, or beneficiaries, I can create those relationships right here in the custom object. Once I select what I would like to relate, I'm essentially taken through a flow to define how that relationship should work, such as whether the contact can have multiple estate plans related. I could specify if the estate plan can only have one individual in this specific relationship that I'm setting up. And of course, the label, what it is that I'm going to be setting up here. So let's say I wanted to enter in this is the estate plan, and this will be the executor. I'll go ahead and add that. And I can add multiple relationships that this custom object will have. Now, the final step is, of course, to decide which workspace this new custom object will appear in. I can go ahead and add a workspace. I only have the one right here. But I also have the ability to include this custom object in all new workspaces that I'm creating, so I don't have to manually do this every time. Now, once you click save, you're all set. That custom object is now created. If I go back into my workspace, I'll just close this tab out and let's refresh my page. You will now find estate plans on the left-hand side in its own dedicated section. You could go ahead and click into it to find all estate plans, and I'll use one of my other custom objects that are already created. I'll find all of these new entities that are created under this custom object. And by navigating to a contact record page, I will also find a dedicated tab within that contact record that allows me and my team to really organize and manage all of that data. And that's how to create a custom object in Wealthbox.